qualify, like I mentioned, your home is compatible. The wire system works fine. It's not big information, just first name, last name, date of birth. What was that, real quick?
May 7th,
What
2080.
was your first name?
Miley Leovano.
Okay. And then what's your last name?
Leovano.
Okay. And then date of birth?
May 2nd, 2001.
Okay.
She's looking at
Hey, you look really young for your age. It's pretty good.
For my age, 2001.
Anyway, yeah, so perfect. And look, you did qualify, so that's really great. We actually tried like 9 people on the street, only 3 of them were able to qualify. So it's good for you. Do you have a table we can sit at real quick?
Yeah, sit down.
Okay, right here. Perfect. So the way it works is you've obviously heard of companies like ADT, Protection One, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So typically what they do, Bay Alarm as well. Have you heard of Bay Alarm?
I've seen it, like the signs on
Okay.
people's.
And then is there any other one that you think like that you've heard of, seen around?
No.
No.
Protection 1.
That's fine, yeah, Protection One. So what they'll usually do is they'll charge you up front for the equipment anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 for this equipment. Okay? And then along with that, they'll also charge you the installation fee, which is usually $199. And then the activation, which is usually $89. Okay? So that's just typical alarms. Basically, we cover all the inside so that if someone tries to break into the inside, the difference with us is we're not just doing the inside, we're also doing the outside as well. But what we're doing, ma'am, is because you qualified and because you're compatible, as long as you're still okay with sticking that sign out front, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what we'll do for you is I'll waive all these costs right here completely, and I'll do it $0 up front for you. I'll pay for all the equipment to go into the home. Okay, you won't have to pay a dime. The way it works is we do the same thing they do with the 24/7 monitoring, but we're not just doing that inside the home, we're also doing that outside as well. So ADT and Protection One, they'll also charge you $70 to $80 a month, right? That's just for the monitoring on top of all the equipment and installation, right? What we're doing though is not just indoor monitoring, it's also outdoor monitoring as well. So we're giving you double the protection, not just inside, okay? And then along with that, we do the 24/7 monitoring, sorry, I already said that, the dispatch of police, medical, and fire, the application on your phone that you can see from anywhere in the world. Like I have it at my house, and as you can see, then I'll show them like all the features. This is how everything works. The two-way voice, which is a game changer. A lot of these old panels, they have tons of false alarms, and like after three, they start charging you. The police does. And they'll charge you like $60, which is like a monthly bill, which is crazy, right? We have the lowest false alarms in the industry because our two-way talk. So they'll talk to you, make sure that it was an accident, right? And you can just be like, oh, don't worry, it was an accident. My verbal code is this. We're not going to call the police. We're going to save you tons of money there. I stopped by Sarah, and she had like 3 already false alarm industry. She's paying like, it's dumb money that she has to pay the police because of all those issues. You won't have any of those issues with us, right? The cellular backup, have you heard of Ring?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So a lot of people that I talk to, they have like ADT inside, and then they have like rings around their property, right? With us, the cellular backup is huge because if your Wi-Fi goes out, your cameras are done for. You have no more cameras, they're not working, okay? With us, we have a cell chip inside the panel, so it's still gonna work through the panel, and all your cameras will still be running and operating. Obviously, if your Wi-Fi goes out, you don't want to be held without security, which is a huge vulnerability. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So along with that is the encryption. Did you hear, obviously I keep going off Ring just because they're the popular one, but did you hear with Ring having like their huge, the hacking that happened?
Yeah, no, I saw that on the news.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. So like if someone was inside, obviously you want to be able to change in peace. They would be able to hack into it and see that. Not only that, but they could tell your schedule and when you leave the home and when you come in. So it's actually doing worse having those cameras, because if they break into the home, now they know when you're gone. So it's huge. With us, we have an encryption. It's called 258-bit encryption. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
No? So it's never been hacked into ever in the history of by any computer or any human. Okay?
250-bit encryption.
And then along with that is the there's one other thing I'm missing, but I might come back to. Okay? So what we're gonna do for you, ma'am, is we're gonna put the panel on the wall. We're gonna do the doorbell camera. How many doorways do you have?
3.
3. Okay. We're gonna do the 3 doorway sensors. And then we're gonna do the outdoor camera pro above the garage. So our cameras, ma'am, they're out of this world. Like, the difference between most cameras is they just record the crime. Our cameras actually prevent the crime from happening. You saw the video, right?
Yeah.
So if someone's actually at night, in the middle of the night, trying to get around your cars, it's gonna beep at them, get them the heck off your property. So we're not just recording the crime, we're preventing the crime from actually happening, okay? And then along with that is also the motion included in that. So, like I said, ma'am, as long as you're okay with sticking that sign out front, I'm gonna waive all this cost for this equipment. The way it works is for you, it's just gonna be the $70, but that includes everything. You're not paying a dime up front, and that includes indoor and outdoor. I'm giving you double the protection for what you would pay for just inside with ADT. Now, Vivint, in 2020, we were nominated the top home security system by US News. Have you heard of US News before?
I haven't.
You haven't? And then also in 2017, we were nominated one of the most innovative companies in the entire world. We're just innovating so much where we're doing the whole perimeter, and it's not just the security inside, which people are paying, $80 a month for. I had Sarah. Do you know Sarah Marshall?
Yeah.
She was paying $86 a month to ADT. I saved her $16, and I got her cameras outside of the property as well. Okay, and then along with that is we're not a small company, ma'am. You watch basketball?
Yeah. My husband does.
Okay, yeah, we're the face of an NBA franchise. We actually protect the arena. So what I tell people, if we can protect the arena, we can protect your home, right? So like a whole NBA team, like we're protecting millions and millions of dollars. Don't worry, we'll be able to protect your house, right? Do you know Forbes?
Forbes?
You've heard of Forbes, right?
Yeah.
It's like where like all the athletes are nominated, and like, Kylie Jenner, where they like put her on there with like Shoes of a Billionaire or whatever. With our system, we were nominated top smart home provider in the whole world by Forbes. So it's a huge corporation. We're massively growing. Do you pay for homeowners insurance discount?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I do.
So for getting the security in your home, you're gonna get 15 to 20% discount on your homeowner's insurance. So how much do you pay a year?
A year?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure.
So people around here pay $800 a year.
Yeah,
right?
like around there. 900.
So 800 times, let's do the minimal. I always like doing minimal numbers because I want to make sure that it brings value to you and I'm not over promising anything. Times 0.15 equals 120. Divide that by 12 equals $10. So just for getting the system off the bat, I'm going to be saving you $10 a month for having this whole security system in your home. California incentivizes everyone to have security. We want to make sure you're protected, and they want to make sure you're protected as well. So off the bat, you're going to get a $10 discount on your month-to-month for getting this system in your home. This is the biggest thing, to be honest, ma'am, is all these companies out here, they're just basic alarm systems, okay? ADT, Protection One, Honeywell, all these companies, they third-party manufacture their equipment. So they're not actually the equipment provider. They are the service maker. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? So what that means, ma'am, is that everything they make is through someone else. It's not their equipment. We make all our own equipment. So the reason that's important is we work with the biggest corporations in the world: Google, Amazon, Nest, Philips, Linear, Z-Wave. What I tell people, ma'am, is you're not just getting a security system, you're getting a whole smart home system. where it works with everything inside your home. Everything's innovative, and it only works on one app. Okay. And then the other thing is, because we self-manufacture our own equipment, we're the only company out here that does that, is we offer you a lifetime warranty with all the equipment. So if your cameras ever goes out, we'll replace it immediately. If this happens, whatever, we'll replace it immediately. Anything that happens inside your home is going to be replaced. No worries, no questions asked. We'll replace it because we're so confident in our own equipment. And if you were to ever move, it moves with you. Okay? Anywhere in the United States. So long story short, ma'am, it's going to be just the $70 a month. You're not going to pay, don't worry, you're not going to have to pay the couple $1,000s up front. It's just going to be to stay connected, and you're going to get the whole system inside your home. Are you thinking for the camera, you're thinking like above the garage? Is that something that you've been?
Yeah, I kind of want my back. I have homeless people.
You got your back. So what we can do for you then, ma'am, is we can do the doorbell camera in the front because it's 180, and then the camera in the back for you. Yeah, real quick. What is your in case of any emergency, who would be the first person we would contact? Is that you?
Me first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I do this as well. Like, so I get past the $70 a month, but then once they ask me like contract wise, this is what I say. Yeah, this is the best part about Vivint, is that most companies, they do contracts, right? We don't do any contracts. All we do, ma'am, is an agreement to the equipment, okay? So where most companies, you're gonna pay $75 a month. ADT, you have Xfinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you ever realize when like you leave their contract, they raise the bill on you a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that happens all the time with everyone. ADT is the same way. Protection One, all these companies out here, they jack the bill up once you're out of contract. We're the only company that does it this way, where this is a fixed rate. It's never gonna go up on you. It actually drops down, because included in this rate is $40 that's going into equipment, and I don't know the price for that.
26.
$30 that's going to service, okay? So the reason that benefits you is because instead of the price going up, our price is going to go down, and after 59 payments, you're just going to be paying $30 a month, and you still get the lifetime warranty, and you still get everything else included, okay? Yeah, like I said, you would be the first person, but who would be the second person on the contact list?
My sister.
Okay. And just go through it. At this point, you've explained everything. You're not a sketchball like Nolan, who has to explain the pre-install survey. When's like, oh, you got to explain it in the middle. No, I already explained everything to them. Once I do this digital survey, I literally go like this. I go, there's that. Can you do the pre-install survey real quick? It takes like 10 seconds. Everything's explained there.
Yeah.
And then once they do it, they look down at it, and every time